The last part of this business card that I want to create is actually the company name. So I'm going to do this by doing the same technique that we did for entering our name and contact information. I'm going to take my type tool and I'm going to drag out another text frame in my document. Now this text frame is going to have my company name. So up above I'm going to change the text again for my font to Myriad Pro, and this time I'm going to go back to bold so that it matches my name. And I'm going to type in my company name. And again, if I switch back to my selection tool, I can get my bounding box and resize and rearrange this into a position that I'm happy with. Now I want to add some color to my text. I have a swatches panel very similar to what I have inside of Illustrator over on the right hand side, and when I click on it, it'll pop out. And here are my colors that I start with. I have cyan, magenta, yellow, red, green, and blue. Now you'll notice that they're not named cyan, magenta, yellow, red, green, and blue. They're named actually by color formulas inside of InDesign. So for my name, I want to have this blue, so I'm going to double click to get back in with my type tool and select my text for my name, and I'm going to choose C equals 100, M equals 90, Y equals 10, K equals 0, which is the blue. For the address and contact information, I want to go through and I want to use a black color, but I want to have a less intense black. So up above, after I have my text selected, I'm on my black swatch, but on the upper right corner of my swatches panel, I can change the tint, and I can have a tinted value. So I'm going to make this 80% just by typing in 80 and hitting enter or return. And that looks pretty good. For the company name, again, I'm going to select that text, and I'm going to choose the cyan color for that. So those colors actually mirror what I have going on my business card logo over on the right. So this looks pretty good, and I'm happy with where I'm at, so I want to make sure that I save my InDesign document. To do this, just like in Illustrator, I'm going to go to File, Save, and inside of here, I'm going to choose the name for my business card, so I'm just going to call it Business Card 1. And I've saved it out. Now, the final step to this is to export out a print-ready PDF. To do this, we're going to go to File and Export. Now, inside of Export, the name is automatically picked up by the InDesign document. It's going to name the PDF the same name, businesscard1.pdf. But down below in the format, we have to change our format from Adobe PDF Interactive to Adobe PDF Print, and then hit Save. Inside the Export Adobe PDF dialog box, we're going to go through and choose a preset using the settings up above. And what we're going to choose is actually press quality. We have a lot of options up here from high quality all the way down to smallest file size, but for a print-ready PDF that we're going to give to a printer to make our business cards, press quality is the choice to use. Now, over on the left-hand side, I have some sample settings for general, compression, marks and bleeds, so on and so forth. I'm going to go to marks and bleeds, and the only other step that I need to add in this is under marks, I'm going to add my crop marks. Inside of crop marks, I'm going to check that and hit export. Now it's going to take a second for it to export out, and it's automatically going to preview this inside of Adobe Acrobat. So here inside of Acrobat, I can see what my crop marks look like, and these are actually the trim marks that the printer is going to use to trim down my business card. I've created my PDF that has my logo from Illustrator. I've added some text inside of InDesign and some simple color swatches. And from here, I can now email this PDF to anyone that I need to, or give this to a printer to produce.